I am riding in the middle of the Arizona desert on my brand new yet really old Honda CM400a motorcycle that is most definitely actually running and riding through the desert, not sitting in my garage with a fan blowing on me because it doesn't run. But I am here to tell you guys that this old bike hasn't run in the neighborhood of 20 years. I know nothing about motorcycles. I barely know anything about cars at this point. What could go wrong? So the quick rundown is that this bike has been sitting in a shop for almost 20 years, if not longer. It's a little hazy on the actual dates. It's a Honda CM400a. The A is exactly that, and it stands for automatic with the quote-unquote Honda-matic transmission. So it's a mostly automatic transmission. You still have a neutral first and second gear, but there's no clutch on it. It's all just pedal movement to shift the gears. I'm definitely a beginner bike rider, so this actually should be a pretty great bike for me to learn how to ride on. Here's what's really cool about this bike. If we come look at the odometer right here, you can see that it says 680 miles on it. This 41-year-old bike has literally 680 miles on it. Now that's a double-edged sword. It's amazing because I bet mechanically this thing is in pristine condition. The downside of that is that literally every sort of gasket and hose on it is like dry rotted. Just looking at it, it's a pretty dang cool bike. All right, so here's the deal. We do have somewhat of a plan as we're diving into this. Bike at this moment in time does not run at all. We're pretty positive mechanically this thing's in great shape. It's really dirty, really dusty, but I think aside from shocks, tires, battery, engine oil, brake fluid, like all the rubber hoses and gaskets, swap all those out. If we do all that, I think this thing will be completely roadworthy 1000% pretty quickly. So this is gonna be a lot of learning and a lot of fun all at the same time. So all that's really left to do is start working on this thing. My old man might be able to come over tomorrow. If not, I'm just gonna get started on it. So either way, this video is picking up tomorrow. Let's get to the fun tomorrow. All right, so it's almost 1 a.m. and I was just watching some YouTube videos and I had this idea of why don't I just hook the bike up to a jumper box real quick to see if it'll crank. So I came out here, got the jumper box hooked up, and you know, super excited. I was a little nervous that this wouldn't work, but so we've got power, high beam, low beam. Left blinker works with there's a delay. Right blinker works. Both bulbs are good. Brake lights. Brake lights work. Super excited to see that the dash up here works too. We got neutral, first, second. Pretty straightforward. And I'll be honest, I'm a little curious just to see if there's no gas in it, but I'm curious if it'll crank. Okay, all right, there's definitely no gas in it, and if there is, I just circulated a bunch of bad gas and it cranks. All right, officially day 2 of the bike restoration, the Honda CM400a that we got here.
We'll inspect the tank and see if it looks like it'll hold fuel and it's not full of lacquer. We'll pour a little fuel in it and see what leaks. It's probably gonna leak, but we'll see what leaks.
Yeah, it's probably gonna leak.
Then hopefully that petcock still works so we can turn off the fuel and stop the leak. But we want to pull, I think it'd be a good idea to pull the spark plugs, a little oil in the cylinders. We'll check for spark. I'm surely it's got compression. It's got like 400 miles on the bike. Yeah, should be fine.
It's got compression.
Pour a little gas in it and see if we can't make it pop off.
Spark plugs have spark.
Ask Aaron how he knows.
Yeah, I was holding the spark plug like a dummy. I should have known better. We put a little bit of gas in it. The gas tank actually looks relatively clean, so that's cool. Now I think we're gonna start kicking it. What are you looking at now?
The drain. I actually want to just drain a little bit of fuel out to make sure that fuel's getting there.
Oh, we're dry as we're dry, boys.
This here is not real promising how black that is. That's the whole inside of the carburetor is going to be covered with that.
Oh, nice. Hence why we should take it apart.
Yeah. Crack this one too, because I'm not 100% sure that that's a drain. I think it is, because they have drain hoses on them to empty the carbs out if you're going to park it. I think that's what they're intended for. But the drain's on the other side. Oh, I see fuel hitting the ground.
Oh, do you? Hey, oh, that's dark.
Yeah, that's all right. That's what
That is dark.
Let it out. Let's just put a little more. Make sure there's enough in there to
Slosh around.
Yeah. So we got some out the bottom here. It's got a little bit of a drip, but a little bit of molasses. Nothing out of this one though. I think we got a couple of carb adjustment screws on here too. That's cool. You can do them with your fingers. You don't need a screwdriver.
Oh, that's cool.
They're thumb screw type levers. Well, you know what we're gonna do is pop this line off and see if we get any fuel out of the petcock. So I wanted to see if this was stuck, and turns out. So I'm gonna try and jam this on.
Try and kick it over, see what happens. Oh, she started.
Oh, it smells like an old lawnmower in here. It's awesome.
Sure does. All right, round 2.
It's just gonna
Just
pop
putter for a second.
Yeah, probably a second or two.
Oh, that's awesome.
She'll run easy. We just gotta get the
yeah.
fuel system sorted out, and this thing will probably ride around the block pretty quick.
Okay, so Operation Rip Apart the Carbs?
It's Operation Carbs, and I think we'll just take the tank off.
Yeah.
And
I got a plastic table we can set right here too to put all the parts on.
okay, cool.
So after like 2 hours, we finally got the carburetor put back together, and we fought our hands tooth and nail to get it back in this spot, and it's foolproof, right, Dad?
It's there. Oh man, it's bolted up. Can't think of anything that could have gone wrong with this. It'd be nice if it would idle and freaking putts around the block right now, though.
I don't want to do anything crazy. I just want to go around the block. So that's kind of the goal, the end goal today, and then we'll go from there. So we're gonna finish putting this together and see if it'll start. Got the bike all put back together. We did spill quite a bit of gas, and we're not totally sure that fuel line is gonna hold. So we have a fire extinguisher ready to go, and we're gonna see if it starts.
Give it a little bit of this.
Stop it!
I gotta turn the idle up a little bit.
Let's go! I'm so excited right now.
Clean it out.
We're gonna go around that way.
Check your brakes.
Got the footwork.
All right, so it's been probably 3-4 minutes. Aaron hasn't come back yet, so he's either down the street broke or he's riding around the neighborhood. So I'll keep you updated. Nope, I hear sounds. Ah, here he comes.
45 mile an hour.
Oh man, the old CM whatever.
Oh, the CM400, baby.
Holy.
Dude, this is so much fun to ride. I thought the shocks would be terrible too. I thought they'd be done. It's butter.
Take it up to 60.
Well, that's got a top speed of like
the shocks are done. I'll have to put some.
A little bouncy. Dude, this is so much fun. Alright, I'll pull back in the garage.
Alright, good luck. I'm gonna watch you start it though.
Dang it. Doing this in Crocs for the first time. There's no clutch to meter this, so.
A little bike that could.
Brother, this is the best thing.
Certified ripper.
Oh yeah. Okay, well I would say today was pretty dang successful. I just got the garage mostly put back together. It's looking decent again. The next few steps are gonna be pretty simple. It's maintenance things. And that's what I think is so cool about this. As we were tearing this bike apart, we were realizing it's still in great shape. I know it might look rough around the edges, but it's still in great shape. I even, after my dad left, check this out. I hit it with some quick detailer. I probably should have washed it off with water first, but you can see some there's scratches here and there, but I think if we take a polisher to this and get all the surface scratches off, I think this is gonna look mint. Obviously there's gonna be more motorcycle content coming, and there's definitely gonna be more Corvette content coming. Got a few things planned for Dale that we've had to strategically plan a little bit better. So there is more coming with that, I promise you. Just know there's a lot more motor vehicle content coming soon, guys. I'm super stoked, hope you guys are too. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend. You know the deal. We'll see you guys next time. But until then, peace.